I wake up and I'm like in the nurse's office place, and like I remember waking up and like, what do I remember about waking up? So I had been awake for a while, but I wasn't conscious. Like, I wasn't there. I don't like remember being there. Yeah, then I crutched out to the car and I came home, and I felt great when I got home, okay? The nerve block was blocking. You literally can't feel anything. Like, your whole leg is numb. In the same way that, like, when you go to the dentist and they numb your mouth and you can't feel your lips, like, that was my whole leg. I couldn't feel anything. So I'm on cloud 9. Everybody's coming to my room, and I'm like, what's up, guys? Like, come kick it. Let's go. Like, oh, this is awesome. And then it wore off. And then it wore off. For the entire process, like, the pain was really bad, but it was manageable. I remember that night turning to my friends and saying, like, I would rather, like, I am in so much pain, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, I cannot describe to you the nightmare that night was. I was not given strong enough drugs. So they gave me like 5 milligrams of narco, which is an opioid. And obviously they try to be really careful with things like opiates because addiction and all of that. So they gave me 5 milligrams, which is like jack shit. It worked fine when I had the nerve block, but once the nerve block wore off and I could feel my ankle again, like, I literally wanted to die. So it's the middle of the night. I can't sleep. I've been awake for like 18 hours at this point because I'm in so much pain. So not only have I been awake, but I've been exhausted because I'm in so much pain. I'm sobbing, like screaming, crying. I can't calm down. I end up calling the doctor. We're like trying to make this judgment. Like, do I need to go to the ER right now to get stronger pain meds? So I call the ER, and them motherfuckers are like, yeah, well, we can't really give you any pain meds because we're not your, like, primary care doctor. Like, we're not the ones who did the surgery. We can't give you pain meds. I'm like, okay, fuck you guys. I call my primary care doctor, but it's 4 a.m., so they're not awake. But I'm like, is there any way you can page the doctor to see if he can get me stronger pain meds? I call the sports, the place where I got my surgery, and I'm like, it's the middle of the night. I'm not expecting anyone to pick up, and someone picks up. Someone picked up. And so at this point, I'm crying. Like, I'm literally sobbing. I'm like, my name's Cindy. I had surgery yesterday. Is there any way I can pain med? And this poor lady, she's like, oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Like, what's your birthday? Like, all of this stuff, whatever. She was like, the doctor isn't in right now, but I will page her. And first thing in the morning, she will get you stronger pain meds. I'm like, first thing in the morning? It's like 4 a.m. And if you've ever, like, felt this type of pain, and not been able to sleep and like this exhaustion, it's probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. I basically spend the entire night just in immense amount of pain. I sob for the entire night. I don't sleep. I am just, there's just nothing that I can do. So I'm just sitting there in pain. I know a couple of you guys asked about like the mental toll that this has taken on me. And honestly, it's been really hard. I cry like every other day just about like how frustrated it is. Or like how frustrated I am because like this was just such a random freak accident. Like, it was another thing that put into perspective, like, anything could happen at any time. Like, sometimes I'm in the car and I don't put my seatbelt on. Because I'm like, oh, I'm in the back of, like, a Chevy Suburban. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Or, like, I don't text my parents, like, I love you, like, getting on the plane now. And it's like, you just don't know what could happen. You really don't know what could happen. And so, like, things have really changed for me in that perspective as well. I am not gonna fuck around with this kind of stuff anymore. Like, I will never not wear my seatbelt. I will forever remember to tell the people that I love them at any given moment, because it's just like you don't You literally don't know what's going to happen. Like, I was supposed to be in Japan right now, like, living my best life. And then in a half a second, I broke my ankle, and, like, I've been in bed for 3 weeks now.